It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Williams to return. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
2nd and 13. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action. Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Okay, right?
Back to the ground with Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Peyton Turner there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you act.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Daniels being chased out left.
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
11 yards for number 11.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
Touchdown, New Orleans!
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A point after, good by Groupie.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the second half with Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And he stopped immediately there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Down the sideline he goes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Off play action. Daniels. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Commanders 21, Saints 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
2nd down and a yard.
Off the play fake. Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, If you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On second down, Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Yeah, Camaro with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alontae Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to about the 23. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. from 19 yards away. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 28, Saints 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning